What a beautiful day. Truly. I recently met a couple that was married for 66 years, 70 years if you count the 4 years that they dated. They had a lot of struggles, and they got to the point where they almost got divorced, and yet they went from that to being a couple that was a monument of marital love. They mentored thousands of couples. How does that happen? How do you go from almost breaking to being a mentor couple for thousands of others? It's by choice. And they said that as they went through the struggles, they found 7 essential keys to a happy marriage. The first one, build your marriage on self-sacrifice. Always lay down your life for the other.
KCee, firstborn, you're a beautiful person inside and out, but I think you're more beautiful on the inside. You have a great heart, both you girls do. And PJ was the only guy that took the time to find out what that was all about. KCee, what you've done in your life, in your short life, is incredible. You've accomplished so much, and you're a super, super special person. And Mom and I are so blessed that God gave you to us to be your parents.
Oh, wow. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you for the morning.
Oh, yeah. Are you ready?
Yes, I just want to be really ready.
PJ's probably the same way. You look beautiful.
Thank you, Dad. Love you.
You too.
So I pull up the construction site, and we had a little break at the job site. PJ comes up to me, and PJ told me his life story in about a half hour, 45 minutes. And, you know, I tell you what, PJ, at that moment, I felt your heart. And the reason why I showed you that picture is because I thought, wow, if KCee can meet a guy like this, it'd be incredible. And you walked over to the guys and said, did you see Barney's daughters? My gosh. And the guys go, yeah, we know where they are. So that's the story to tell. God works in weird ways, I'm telling you. We said so many prayers for KCee, and God answered our prayers. That day I felt your heart, and today, Renee and I gave you a big part of our heart. And I know you'll take care of it. And I'm entrusting you with her.
KCee and I are 6 years apart, but even though I was a little sister, I always felt like I had to be her protector until she met PJ. I love you. PJ loves KCee for who she is and allows her to be herself without question.
I love it. Perfect.
Wonderful too. But that doesn't mean you get off the hook so easily, because you have some huge shoes to fill. As most of you know, KCee and I grew up living with our parents and my mother's parents, who were married for 70 odd years, only to be ended by my grandpa's passing. I remember my grandma was often asked, "What's your secret to a lasting marriage?" She said, "A marriage is 3 people and 3 people, period. Your spouse, you, and God." There were many things my grandma and grandpa's marriage taught us, but that was the most important. PJ, you got the honor of a lifetime by not only getting to meet my grandma, but to be adored by her. She gave her stamp of approval on you, and I know she's smiling down right now, because she too knows you'll take good care of my sister. Thank you for coming into her life. I always wanted a brother. You ready for this?
Are you?
I am. I've been ready all morning.
I think you've been ready for a year.
I've been ready for a very long time.
Let's do it.
We're good?
It looks good.
Paige, man, how time flies. You've overcome so many obstacles in your life, and made a hell of a man out of yourself. You've picked me up every time I was down, and I couldn't have asked for a better friend. I've never seen him so happy, and that's all because of you. I love you both and wish you the best of days, months, years as you begin a new chapter and story together filled with love, laughter, and SpongeBob references.
And PJ, you said something to me 2 weeks ago that really touched my heart. This is how PJ is. Comes up, gives me a hug, and says, guess what? In 2 weeks, I get a dad. And that really touched my heart. And just so you know, I get my first son. I love you, so take care of my daughter, and I wish you both all the best.
I wish you both the happily ever after you deserve. To close off my speech, I wanted to introduce the most important people here tonight. We know them, we love them, it's why we're all here. The bartenders. Just kidding, everyone raise a glass to the married couple. The first time KCee told me about PJ, she said that her dad found PJ for them. And I thought, what in the world kind of man does Terry Barnaby choose for his daughter? He probably is wearing Skechers shape-ups and a mullet wig and listens to Susan Boyle. I need to meet this man right away. So I invited myself on their second date ever. PJ came and he picked us up. He was very handsome, so I was very impressed. He opened the car door for us. Right away, PJ looked at us and he was like, I'm taking you girls out for pizza. We had so much fun and PJ was so sweet. And I remember thinking like how perfect PJ was for KCee. They just clicked so well together. So I guess we'll give Terry some credit. He did an okay job. There you go, Terry.
12 years ago, my family, we made the move to North Dakota. I remember the first time I ever met PJ. We were at the Divide County High School, and I walk in and I am just a fish out of water. I know nobody. The first person to come up and introduce themselves to me was PJ. You know, I think that speaks volumes to his character. It shows how an amazing person PJ really is. I love you, man. And I'm so proud of you.
I could go on for days about how much I love KCee, how much she means to me. You are the sister I never had. I'm so thankful for our friendship and how we've grown over the years. I love you with all my heart, and I'm so happy you found your perfect person to spend forever with.